For our next story, let's look at Kenya. In 2017, Indians became the 44th tribe in the country. But while the recognition may have come recently, the Indian diaspora in Kenya can be traced back to the 17th century. Even today, it's a robust community. Nearly 100,000 people of Indian origin live in Kenya, which makes it the second largest Indian community in Africa. But why are we talking about all of this tonight? Because Kenyan President William Ruto is in India. He's on a 3-day state visit, his first visit to the country as president. Our next report tells you why this visit is a significant one.
It was the 1700s. British rule was being cemented in India. Business was expanding. Plus, the British had infrastructural needs. After all, they had an empire to control. So Indians started coming to East Africa. Some for business, some for service in the British Army, and others to build railways and other services. Fast forward 3 centuries, and Indians are now the 44th tribe in Kenya. It's a big community with close to 100,000 people. It's also an influential one. They came to the East African nation, enjoyed economic success, and ended up living there for generations. And it's these people-to-people ties that bolstered India-Kenya relations. Today, Kenyan President William Ruto is in India. It's a 3-day state visit, his first as President of Kenya. There was a ceremonial welcome at the Rashtrapati Bhavan, followed by a visit to the Rajghat, where Ruto paid his respects to Mahatma Gandhi. This is the first Kenyan presidential visit in 6 years, so it's obviously a special one.
I want to report to you that in 2017, all the Indian nationals that are in Kenya were made Kenyan citizens. Today, Kenya is no longer their second home. Kenya is their first home. And we celebrate them because they are a great people and they have created a bridge between Kenya and India. Because of that relationship, we have had a long history of collaboration. And today, in my visit, we have consolidated that relationship and expanded the scope of engagement between our governments.
The focus is on strengthening these ties. But there's a lot more on the plate, like investments. India will provide Kenya with a $250 million credit line. This is to modernize its agriculture sector. Both India and Kenya are agrarian economies. So this is important. Plus, there's the issue of terrorism. It's affecting both India and Kenya. President William Ruto said it himself.
Terrorism is a big issue both for Kenya and India, and we've agreed that our defense forces will work together in collaboration, sharing information, sharing experience, sharing knowledge and intelligence to make sure that we deal with the challenge of terrorism.
So the two countries are looking at closer cooperation. Both Indian and Kenyan defense forces will share information, experience and intelligence to deal with the issue.
केन्या और भारत का करीबी सहयोग इंडो पैसिफिक उसमें हमारे सभी प्रयासों को बल देगा। भारत और केन्या एकमत है कि आतंकवाद मानवता के लिए सबसे गंभीर चुनौती है। इस संबंध में हमने काउंटर टेररिज्म के क्षेत्र में आपसी सहयोग को बढ़ाने का निर्णय लिया है।
And then there's trade. India is one of Kenya's largest trading partners. President Ruto will also attend a business investment summit here in India. So the idea is to attract more investment. India and Kenya signed 5 MOUs on agriculture, healthcare and other sectors. So this visit is an important one. The emphasis is on boosting existing ties and building the India-Kenya relationship. The two countries already share a colonial past, and they now look forward to sharing a future of friendship and cooperation.